So morning number one, we started last night. Didn't do any filming because of the lighting, so I don't want to do the headlamp thing really. So we just didn't do much. Gathered some firewood last night and cooked another one pot meal in the Moore's bush pot. It's just pasta and meat sauce, which was excellent. But that was about it. Chit chatted, fell asleep, and here we are this morning. So we're moving outside now. The game plan, we're gonna do breakfast, bacon, eggs, probably some English muffins, and get the fire going out there for that. And then we'll be working on a shelter most of the day today. Probably take a walk around, do some scouting, some tracking, animal signs, stuff like that. Fetch some more water, and it's probably about it for the day. Depending on how it gets. Want to do a legit shelter, we're just gonna do the typical lean-to style. Want to get a raised bed in it, some sort of fire pit perhaps, but at least want to get the shelter done with side walls. And a raised bed. I'm just going to do a tarp on the structure for now because we do have snow and I don't want to dig up a bunch of wet leaves and whatever. So that's the game plan for today. So better get after it. Still just a little bit of smoke coming out of the stovepipe. I can see the heat anyway. I'm not sure you guys can see that, but that's always a good sign. I think we're talking it got down to, I think 10 degrees is what we calculated as the lowest last night. It could have dropped more, but that's the last time we checked it. Probably around 10:30, 11 last night. We had it up to about 70 in the tent. Usually it gets a lot warmer than that, but all the oak I cut up, most of that was pretty damp. A lot of it burnt. I just dried it out by the wood stove as we went, but it didn't get a roaring fire in the stove like it typically does, and it heats it up. I've had it 100 degrees last year and negative 40 temps. Did a video on that too, but so yeah, it didn't work out, but hey, 70 degrees more than comfortable, so it was a good night. Goodies here, coffee, hot chocolate, some bacon, stamped steel fry pans. I'm gonna do one bucket of Guide coffee with a dipper. Chain for that. So Guide coffee, we got about a gallon of water there. Usually I have a measuring cup for this, but not today, so we'll eyeball it. Plenty. Get that on the go. Cover it up with our pie pan. Just hang it over the fire, and we want to watch that too. Typically, once it starts rolling, give it a minute, pull it off. Should be good. So there's the boil. Give it 1 minute. Pull it off. Bacon on the go here. So the bacon's done. Use the same pan and that bacon grease for some eggs. Grilled English. Eggs, bacon, some grilled English, and that same bacon grease with a little bit of butter. Starving. It's a big day. It's already late, actually, late morning. Got a lot of work to do for that shelter, so game on after breakfast. got to turn this thing back on for a while. So I finished up the frame of the wall, roof, whatever you want to call that. I got a couple logs in there. I'm gonna start on the raised bed next. I got a tarp is handy. We still got snow cover and everything. So rather than, you know, scraping all that away and digging up a bunch of wet leaves for debris, I think I prefer the top anyways, but whatever. But this is where we're at anyways. Alright folks, apologize for the lighting, but it is what it is, you know, here at night. So I got these ribeye steaks. I'm about to chef up on this rock here. And then I'm just going to do a simple flatbread in one of my cast iron, stamped steel fry pans. Actually, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Grab the salt and pepper. I think there's on the Wanigan in there.
Inside?
Yeah. So I was gonna do potatoes right in the coals as well. My buddy's gonna do that, but I'm opting not to. I'm just gonna eat the steak with the flatbread there. Definitely throw some garlic on these bad Larrys. So additionally, I just got Moore's bush pot with some water to do our dishes. Got some guide coffee off to the side that's already done. Definitely looking forward to the steak. So we completed the shelter for the most part, less the fire pit and possibly a reflector if I decide to do that. So that's going to be another day. We're going to enjoy these steaks and this flatbread. Hang out here for a little bit, probably a cup of coffee. And we're going to head back in the hot tent for some adult beverage. So catch you guys in a little bit. trying to pull the stake here. I don't know, I'm having a hard time seeing on the screen. I don't know if you guys can see that, but good grief. Cut to perfection too. Set that down, get my buddy his. Medium? You're gonna sleep like a rock tonight, dude. Not that you didn't last night. Yeah, I know. Lighting's terrible. Boy, that's gonna be good. It smells incredible. Obviously, a ribeye. How couldn't it, right? Piece right there on the end with a bit of fat on it. And like everything else I do, a little salt, pepper, and garlic. That's it. Ridiculous. There it is, boys. Little nightcap. Alright, it's the nightcap. I don't know if this will pick that up, but in the tent it is 90 degrees and it's 12 degrees outside, so living large. $10 degrees outside, yeah, almost 80 degrees in here. Morning. Frosty 10 degrees. That's a beautiful sight right there. Smoke coming out of the stovepipe. Nice. I think it's like 70 degrees right now in the tent. The fire's dying down a little bit. I'm gonna get up here and do some breakfast. Last morning here. We're going to mess around with some fire methods and get the fire going for breakfast. We'll be breaking down camp. That's a wrap. Love that site. There's a shelter over yonder. Raised bed complete. And again, we'll probably do a long fire, a tight pit, maybe a reflector. I don't really do those a whole bunch. You do a long fire right, you don't really need the reflector, but coming along. Just setting up for breakfast here. So my buddy, he's camera shy, he doesn't do the video thing, but he prepped the fire, got it going, one match fire with a twig bundle. Pretty easy fashion there. So this is last night's guide coffee. Froze up. I'm going to heat that and dump it. And, got a little pot for this morning. Do the bacon, eggs, English muffins again. It's going to be a wrap. So while we're waiting for this stuff, we're going to practice some feather sticks, ferro rod fire, and feather stick one match fire, and so forth. So see you guys in a little bit. Well, that's it for the weekend, guys, so thanks for joining me for another one. Hopefully it was a little interesting anyways. But again, a hot tent, game changer, absolute game changer. Low of 10 degrees last night and this morning, and I had an average 70 in there. A couple times I think I was up around 80, 85, but 70 for the most part. And definitely a good weekend. So again, thanks guys, I appreciate it, and we'll catch you on another video soon enough. Take care.